Ohayo.
Welcome to the So Japanese podcast, a podcast about all things Japan from a
Japanese
and foreign perspective. We are your hosts. My name is John.
My name is Ryusuke.
Thank you for joining us today.
ありがとうございます。
Before we start our episode, just like we'll ask for some help, I suppose. So apparently what helps spread our podcast to new listeners is if our current listeners share the podcast to whoever. So if you have friends that are interested in Japan or planning a vacation, or if they want to learn the language, just hit the share button on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen. Share it with them. Yeah, apparently it really helps out. So we would appreciate that if you guys could help us out.
はい、お願いします。
So we'll start the episode. Today's episode is facts about Japanese public schools. So in doing the research and preparing for this episode, we realized how different it is compared to the North American public school system. So it's pretty interesting. As well as this episode was a listener suggestion. So thank you very much for that suggestion.
Thank you.
That listener is a school teacher themselves. So they just wanted to know how Japanese public school life is for the students and for the teachers.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll run down a few facts and we won't have a street level Japanese or a language segment at the end because we have started doing long format episodes
about street level Japanese.
Exactly. So it's like a podcast in itself now.
Yep.
So those will be released just like our normal podcast.
Yeah. Like as a one episode now. So.
Exactly. So let us know if you guys like the street level Japanese podcasts, the long format. And like usual, give us suggestions, some feedback. Any good or bad is appreciated. So Japanese public schools.
Yeah.
Ryusuke went to public school, but your partner went to private school, right? So
yes.
We also have some like insights of the differences, but we'll focus on public school.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So the first fact, so they don't depend on janitors to keep the school clean. Even the toilets, even the washrooms, which we've discussed this before in past podcasts about how the students, you guys had to like clean the classroom, but I thought it was just the classroom. I didn't know it was the washrooms as well.
Yeah.
So this cleanup, it's called
掃除.
And then how often do you guys do a deep clean?
I would say like before long holiday, like a summer vacation or winter vacation, we do all 掃除.
So all soji. We've discussed this before. Like I thought that if you add o to the front of the word, it kind of just makes it more formal. So like sake, osake. I thought it was just like more formal. But this o
is big.
So
it's not o.
It's kanji for big, right? O. So like Osaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Osaka, somehow they put only one O. But technically in Japanese, we say Osaka.
Okay. So phonetically, if you were to read it, it's like a double O.
Exactly.
It's a longer O.
Yeah.
So deep cleaning, big cleaning, osoji. So when do you guys clean? Like after school or before?
After school.
After school.
After
your
all
classes.
the class done.
Okay.
And then we have the section, the teacher decide like, okay, this week you clean the floor in your classroom.
Okay.
And this week you clean the blackboard.
Okay.
And this week you clean like toilet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys just rotate? The students rotate?
Yeah. So everybody does everywhere. It's not like one guy have to do toilet forever, or because it's also the to make everybody in the same spot, right? Yeah.
How long is this cleaning session?
I'll say like 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do students try to like rush through it or like?
No, if you rush and then like teacher found like it's not clean and then like, hey, you guys do it again.
Okay, so the teacher will
Of course.
inspect it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not every time, but especially like for the new season, for the new semester, and then when we got a new class, then obviously teacher start checking at beginning. But
And this starts at like grade 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so
everybody.
everyone has to do it, and it starts really early. So it's just like it's just like an everyday routine.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, we gotta clean. There's not much complaining, right? It's just
I
fact
mean,
of
like
life.
people still complain.
Okay.
But to me, it makes sense because like we use the classroom, we use the hallway, we use the toilet. Why don't we clean up by ourselves?
It's so Japanese though, right?
Yeah.
Like you learn to respect your area, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, in like Western culture, in schools, janitors will do it. So like I feel like kids, if they spill some shit on the floor or make a mess, they don't feel responsible for it. Someone will clean it.
Yeah.
Or we come back tomorrow and it's clean. I don't know how, but they don't really care about it, right? But if I know that I'm going to have to mop the floors tonight and you spilled some shit,
you better clean by yourself.
Exactly.
So anyway, at the end, you have to do
We're
it.
going to have to do it anyway,
Exactly.
right? I like that.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's kind of almost like military.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
In a way. Yeah.
Right?
I believe that Japanese school curriculum, the style is really similar to like a army type of like I never
That's
been
true.
army.
Yeah,
But
me either.
you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
to see like how we line up or whatever, it's really similar.
Yeah, right. How about high school? Do you?
High school, yeah, you still clean.
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
How
all the
about
year.
like universities?
University? No.
Right.
University is more like depending on janitor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you pay like high tuition. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
How about private schools?
Private school, I think it depends, but
Depends
my
how
partner-
private.
yeah, my partner went private schools from junior high till university, and then she said that like she have to clean too.
As well. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
think
that.
because that's how you know how to clean floor, how to clean table. Like I think I talked this before when we talk about this with other episode, but like I was shocked when I was walking in the kitchen and one of the guy he started mopping before sweeping.
Yeah.
But I guess if you never done,
That's super messed up.
yeah, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
I'm cleaning,
Yeah.
but obviously you have to sweep first. Once you wet everywhere, and then how you gonna sweep?
Exactly.
Anyway,
But yeah, it gives good skills.
Yeah.
And you can transfer those skills to your
Yeah.
home. I mean, maybe the students in Japan, their rooms are cleaner than over here.
and I believe cleaning is actually good meditation too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Yeah, that's very Buddhist thinking.
yeah,
The next fact
Yeah.
is, so in Japan, there's no summer holiday for teachers.
for teachers, not
So-
for students.
Not for students.
Yeah.
Students get the break.
Yeah.
But I was a teacher in Thailand, and that was the beauty of being a teacher. You work for like 9-10 months of the year, but you get 2 months off paid. So you can go on holiday. You just have 2 months, summer holiday, to do whatever. That's the best part of being a teacher. But Japan, they don't have that. Do they have any time off?
Well, like as a Japanese student, I didn't know. I knew teachers are always there,
Okay.
but I thought at least they get a little bit more than usual days off. But according to what we researched was like 5 days off.
Okay, so like the normal Golden Week?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, right?
No, I mean like a Obon season.
Obon season, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So like, of course, they get Saturday, Sunday off. But the actual summer holiday is only like 5 days. So maybe I would say like 1 week.
So being a teacher in Japan is still like, you still work like a normal Japanese person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I remember I met some JET teachers. So JET program is a program where they recruit teachers from native English-speaking countries. And you are like teaching assistants at Japanese public schools. And I actually remember like during the summer, I assumed that they had time off, but they still had to go in like from like 8 to 3.
What they do?
Yeah, I asked them and they just sit at their desk, pretend to work. Right? So that's brutal. So yeah, teaching in Japan, if you teach at a public school, you don't have the summer holidays. But even if you taught at like a eikaiwa, like English private school or like outside of school hours, I guess you don't have summer holiday either, right?
Oh,
yeah. Another thing that we found out is that so in Japan, teachers get hired by the prefecture, not by the individual school, which I think it's kind of like here or in North America. So since you get hired by the prefecture decides which school you will work at. So it could be a school that you don't even live close to, right? And in the beginning of their career, they actually send the teachers to different schools a lot. I think it's like every 3-year thing where you do a stint for 3 years at this school and then you'll work at another school, which kind of helps professional development. I think it makes the teachers better, right? You get more exposed to like different styles, different students, different work environments. Another thing, even within the school, teachers move, not the student. So the student's homeroom, that's your classroom, and you stay in that room all the time. And different subjects, the different teachers come to you. So I think only a few subjects over here do you stay in your classroom, but most of the time you go to the math teacher's classroom. You go to the art teacher's classroom. You go to the geography teacher's classroom.
Because I think I never been schooling here, but I watch bunch of like movies or dramas. You guys have the locker on the hallway.
Yes.
We have the locker in the classroom. Where we have our own desk.
Okay.
So I guess that's the main difference, because like how we're gonna move, right?
So do you guys have lockers in hallways?
No.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, my school I went, I never had.
So when you watch movies as a kid and you see the lockers in the hallway, like, wow, that's so American, right?
And then normally like the students are talking around there.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what
cool,
I mean?
right?
To me, it was so cool.
Our next fact. So parent-teacher meetings. I'm sure it's common in every country, right? Maybe 3 times a year. Parents come in with their without the kid, but they'll come to meet the teacher in the classroom, talk about the progress, whatever. But in Japan, they do that.
Yes. Parents coming to class or school. Yes, they do that.
But they also have
the teachers coming to our home
to
talk with parents.
Weird.
Yeah.
How many times a year?
I think it's once a year.
Just once a year.
Yeah.
It's tough on the teachers, right? How many houses do you have to visit?
I don't know. Now I want to know.
Right?
Yeah.
In Japan, what is that called? When the
Kate homon.
Kate homon.
Yeah. So visiting to house, like student house.
And you guys talk about the same things? like how the student is doing, whatever.
But I'll say teachers are more nicer.
Okay, because they're guests after all. They're going to your house.
Yeah.
You see, like maybe a less formal side to them.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I had to do that as a teacher, I would be like judging the family. I'll check out the house, see how clean it is.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I guess they're also checking like the home environment, right? If it seems safe.
I think that's the most important things.
Okay.
They come to visit. Yeah. But I guess my house, because my parents own small coffee shop, so they only come to the coffee shop. They don't come, like my parent. I mean, we were living above.
Yeah.
But we don't let
them go up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I would hate to have the teacher come see my room. And
exactly. No.
Excuse me. I wonder, like, how involved, like, do the parents like, oh, you want a house tour? And then, oh, this is Ryusuke's room. Like, this is
maybe
where
some
he
parents
eats
does
breakfast.
it.
Maybe, right?
But my parents don't. They don't bother. I guess if they're trying to do it, I'm like, why? No.
Yeah. That'd be so weird. Having the teacher come to my house, that feels so strange.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they offer Japanese hospitality.
Of course, my parents always bring in coffee with some snacks.
Okay,
but imagine if the teacher goes 10 home.
That's true. And it's impolite for me to not drink the coffee or tea,
right?
Or snacks, cakes, or whatever.
And then impolite, even they drink so much liquid.
Yeah.
But if you don't give them, it's like, I don't think you need it, so like I'm not gonna give anything.
No, that's no. You can't do that. Yeah.
Right.
So like they're like super hopped up on caffeine.
For sure.
What day is it? Like it's not a weekday, no?
It's a weekday. Yeah.
So they come after
like after
school?
class.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like 3-4. Something like that.
There's a long day for the teachers.
Yeah.
And how long are these meetings? Like 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Just say hi and then talk a little bit.
That's crazy.
I know. I didn't know you guys don't have it.
That sucks.
Yeah, listeners.
I guess it gives like it helps build a relationship with the parents and the teachers.
Sure. Yeah.
And maybe in class I will misbehave less as a student if I know like the teacher's been to my house. It's just a different dynamic.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Really? So every year, even high school?
Every year. No, not high school. I think this was only No. Maybe elementary school. There was a teacher came to my house when I was junior high, but I think because I made some trouble and they have to come.
Really? Like what kind of trouble?
Well, that was a little bit different story, but because I was getting into fight and I protect my friends.
Yeah.
And it was okay that day. But next day, the other school, the people, they came to our school, outside of our school, like 100 of students, and then surrounded by our school to me get out the school.
Oh, that's some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody was like, oh, hey, these guys are waiting for you outside. I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But okay, what can I do, right? But then right away, teacher got those information. And then my teacher, he called me and then he's like, you're not going to go home by yourself. I'm going to take you home.
Interesting.
Yeah. Then...
Bozuzoku dagara.
No. It was my
You're
friend.
always Bozuzoku,
No,
huh?
my friend made the problem. I protect them.
So if you haven't listened to our Bozuzoku Subcultures episode, Ryusuke shares some stories about his like teenage years. Early 20 years of him causing trouble. And always Ryusuke is saying he's protecting his friends or it's his friends.
am protecting them.
I don't know. It sounds like he might be the troublemaker.
I never start fighting from me. Yeah, it's always they come to me and I don't want to. Okay, you know.
So they drove you home or walked you home?
Yeah, my teacher dropped me home, explain what's happening.
Okay, what do your parents say?
I thought like my dad gonna give me shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
actually he was like, well, as long as you trying to help protect your
That's
friend.
What you say. Yeah.
That's cool. That's no, it was actually. It was
Yeah,
actually.
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, that's that time teacher needs to come, but normally no.
But even if like you get in trouble at school, do teachers
teacher call parents
to come to the school?
Yeah,
right?
my mom came to my high school so many times, and my mom always telling me she never been to my sister's high school, so she has no idea who's
because you're always getting into fights.
Teacher. I mean,
yeah,
I was making some trouble.
This guy.
Well, at least my mom was like, I know all your teacher.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's happening here. If you make trouble, teacher parents have to go?
They'll call your parents.
Right.
Always the parents will come to the school.
Have you?
Not fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like for failing classes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, parent-teacher meetings. But I hated those. So in high school, I would never give my parents the sign-up sheet, the form. So they would never. No. Like, oh, we don't have parent-teacher meetings anymore. I guess not. Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
The school's trying to save money. They don't do that anymore. Yeah.
And after your sister start giving them all the time, and like,
exactly.
John, what you do?
I think like my parents were working a lot.
That's true.
So like they kind of don't want to go either, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Like especially in high school. As an elementary student, like you feel more responsibility. But in high school, like he drives to school, he does his own thing. So like I kind of don't want to. And the teacher's going to tell me bad news anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Next fact. So the Japanese school system believes in this saying. So in English, the saying is, hammer the nail that sticks out. So they apply this saying into teaching their classroom. In Japanese, that saying is, 出る杭は打つ. So it means to pretty much, you want every student to progress at the same rate. You want them to all look the same. So uniforms, no dyeing hair color,
and even like for guys, how long you can grow your hair.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then girls, it's like cut shoulder length.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uniforms, obviously, Japanese.
Yeah.
Japan is famous for their school uniforms.
Yeah.
No piercings.
No piercing.
How about jewelry? Like bracelets, necklace?
No.
Really? No. Makeup? No, for sure.
Makeup.
Like lipstick,
I mean,
eyeliner?
Junior high. Okay. High school, everybody does it.
Yeah.
Because I had a bunch of like garu friends too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've mentioned this story before, but I remember I would work in Japan after school. So when I would take the train, it would be when the students would be getting off school. And I remember they would come in, I guess, sans makeup, no makeup. And then when they leave the train, full makeup. I guess they're going to go out after, right?
Yeah.
But it's pretty impressive. They can like stick fake eyelashes on a moving train.
Yeah. For girls, they normally, because they want to tack up skirt too.
Yes.
Because like the school rule, you can wear like super short.
What's the rule? Maybe like below the knee or something?
No, you can wear like upper knee.
Okay.
But no like close to your thigh. And,
okay.
But yeah.
Do they take like a measuring stick?
Used to.
Okay.
I don't know these days because I don't think they're allowed to do it. Like it's kind of touching, right?
Yeah.
When I was student, like teachers are no hesitate to even like put the finger in a skirt and then telling them, hey, why are you tucking?
Oh, because they can feel like the waist area. It's like rolled up, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, and even like the color. I mean, dyeing hair. I have to dye back again, in school, when I was high school.
So you had your hair dyed from like summer holiday or?
No, I like one. Okay, my high school, all my friends there dyeing hair, so they have like brown, or like some female friends are like a gold,
blonde,
okay. And then I had a black hair, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah.
I made it orange.
Okay.
Went school.
Yeah.
Teacher saw me. It was okay. I passed it. I went to class. Before the class start, the one teacher came to me, and then he's like, "You're not allowed to be in here. Come with me." And then they sent me to like a teacher room.
Okay.
And the most scary teacher came to me, and he's like, "All right, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, the other teacher told me I'm not allowed to be in the class."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's a coloring, the black color.
Yeah.
There's a shower.
Yeah.
Do it now.
Wow.
Or go home. He said, or go home.
So they have like a stash of black hair dye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But they told me go home first, and then I told them like, if I go home, I'm not gonna come back.
Yeah. Gangster, man.
No.
Causing trouble.
Because why? All my friends do it.
So your classmates.
Yeah.
So why just you?
Because
you had a reputation from causing trouble.
I asked them, why me?
Yeah.
And then they say, because it looks scary.
Well, the other ones don't look as scary?
I guess. And I was like, it's so unfair.
That is unfair.
Yeah.
That is unfair.
Yeah.
So the rules in high school are like...
Depends on the school. Like,
I think actually I read recently that like the Ministry of Education is changing some of this stuff. Like in terms of hairstyle. I'm not sure hair dye, but like girls can have longer hair, guys can have longer hair.
And other story, my friend, she had a like naturally like brown hair.
Okay.
But teacher's still telling her,
really?
You need to
dye.
But
it's natural.
I know. It was kind of too much.
Well,
but because...
Hammer the nail that sticks out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even though it's natural, no. If we say yes to you, everybody say like, oh, it's natural.
That's true.
But again, it's so... No... I don't know how to say. It's like... Well, it's not right.
It's not right. It doesn't... This like saying doesn't help like encourage individualism. Right? Exactly. I feel like in North America, we are taught to be your own individual, you know, focus on what you like, your strengths. But over there, it seems like everyone's the same. Has to be. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Which makes sense in terms of like how the country is now. Like, I think Japan like follows rules pretty well, right? How about like protests? So there's recently in Toronto, there's been a lot of protests
convoy
by Persians, Iranians and stuff like that, or like the freedom convoys like protesting vaccinations and like masks or whatever, and there's just constant protests, whether right or wrong, which side you are. I think it's healthy to have some protests, right? Like I didn't disagree with the freedom people protesting. Like maybe I don't agree with everything that they believe in, but there needs to be some protests against the power that's controlling.
For sure.
The government, right? Like, it's healthy to have some protests. I think it should be encouraged, right? You need to hear the different sides, different ways of thinking. But in Japan, is there many protests, like street protests?
They do protest, but not as much as here, I would say. When I was in Japan, I don't really see it.
Yeah, I don't remember
now it's more. Why? Because like you can get more information, and then in white, right?
You see other countries do it,
exactly, right? And then why not we should stand up too? Yeah.
So shoes and slippers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So shoes is part of the uniform.
Yes.
Like it's a special
Inside,
black shoe
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
right? And then you have slippers inside this classroom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you take...
No. So, yeah, we go to the entrance
Mhm.
and we have our own shoe rack.
Main entrance or classroom entrance?
Main entrance.
Main entrance.
Yeah, main entrance.
So there's so many like...
Yes,
shoe
so
lockers.
many. Yes, so many shoe
I
lockers.
thought it was in your classroom.
And in your classroom, there's another shoes for gymnastic class.
Okay, so are the slippers all the same too? Or the slippers can be different?
I mean, normally guys have like blue color with white,
Yeah.
or just blue, whatever. And then female has like pink or like red.
So you go to school, main entrance,
Mm-hmm.
take off your shoes.
You switch to the
Slippers.
It's called uwabaki.
Okay.
Or I was wearing uwabaki until junior high.
Mm-hmm.
High school, we switched to slipper. I don't know why.
What's uwabaki?
Uwabaki is it's like a slip-on, like super cheap
Oh,
slip-on.
I see. It's like, I think we call them, or my family, we call them like kung fu shoes. Like it's just like canvas.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
That type of shoes. Yes,
I see.
Yeah.
So then, you wear those shoes inside the school, inside the classroom, walking through the hallways. And then if you have gym class that day, you change into your gym sneakers. And then you go to the gymnasium.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Failing? Is there failing in?
Until junior high, there's no failing. You automatically go.
But in junior high and high school, you can fail, and
high school you
stay
can
behind
fail.
a year, right?
Junior high until 15, you automatically graduate.
Okay.
After like from the high school, because some people don't even go high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you enter the high school,
Yeah.
and then if you don't pass the exam, you don't get the enough score, and then you have to stay same grade again.
Yeah.
Which one of my friend was there.
That's like the same here, but I think in elementary school you can still fail, but I think it's less like if a 7-year-old is failing, to me it's not the 7-year-old's problem. It's the teacher's problem. It's the school's problem.
Or even
or the
parents.
family problem, right?
Yeah.
Or the home environment.
Yeah.
So I think like if a kid has to be held back a year in elementary school, there's more than just, they're not good at math.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Else.
But I think you can do that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, listeners at where you're from,
Yeah.
can students in elementary fail? I forgot to ask as well. I recently watched a video about the kids' backpacks. So living in Japan, I noticed that all the kids have the same backpack. It's like a leather backpack. Looks kind of cool. But I only recently found out that these backpacks can cost like up to like $1,000.
Yeah. If you buy
Like on average,
nice
it's like
one,
$500 to $600 though.
I'll say 200 to 500. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's full leather.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm paying so much for that backpack. Is it supposed to last me my whole like?
No. That's for elementary school.
Oh,
okay. When you get in.
Yeah.
So like you're 6, right?
Yeah.
And then traditionally, grandparents buy for the grandson or granddaughter.
Okay.
Yeah. And it used to be black for boy and then red for girl.
Yeah.
But now there's so many colors.
Yeah.
All my friends' kids,
Yeah.
they have like a brown, they have purple, they have green.
Is it ever like character design, like Anpanman one?
Mine was Mickey.
Mickey Mouse. Okay, so
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
to me that's interesting, right? It's like,
Yeah.
so I need you to wear a uniform,
Uh-huh.
and I would expect the backpack to be like just black
Yeah.
or just brown,
Yeah.
just like plain.
Yeah.
But you can have designs on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
And normally the backpack called randoseru. by the way.
Randoseru.
Yeah, randos. I don't know why. We need
Okay.
to research. But normally, I think people use until 9 or 10 years old. Because after that, for some students, they still use it, but no junior high. Junior high, you get new backpack from the school.
Oh, from the school. Okay, okay.
You're not allowed to use your own backpack normally.
Interesting.
Everything you have to buy from school.
Ah, that's how they scam you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. High school, you can use whatever you want.
Okay, okay.
Until junior high, you have to.
How often would you be getting new uniforms? Like
Well,
every
uniforms.
year? I mean, you grow out of them too, right?
Exactly. So like, but again, like I didn't have uniform when I was elementary school, which is
No?
No.
That's not normal for
That's normal for public school. Like
to have to not have uniforms.
to not have uniform.
Oh, I didn't
But-
know that. Okay.
So we have the hat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember seeing the hat. So
Yeah.
cute. It was like elastic band.
elastic band,
So-
and then the first year, so 6 years old,
Yeah.
they all have the yellow hat,
Uh-huh.
and you have to wear because
Yeah.
that means like you're the first grade.
Okay.
People needs to taking care of them.
Uh-huh.
So we know, or you're the youngest.
Yeah, I remember seeing like a bunch of kids like walking through the rice fields, going to school or whatever
With the
yellow.
landau and a yellow hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. But that's only first grade. So after that, you don't have to wear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there some for gym?
We have
You have
another
uniform, though.
uniform. Yeah. It's
Okay.
called taiso fuku.
But even in like the elementary school,
Oh.
you have the gym uniform too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have.
So the gym uniform is always okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of gym uniforms, sports or clubs or like after school hobbies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Common?
Yes. Really common.
Like
Yeah.
percentage of kids that take part in it.
I'll say 80%
Okay.
of kids. Yeah.
And the normal sports or
Yeah. Like baseball. I play baseball and soccer and it's like field,
track and field.
track and field.
Yeah. Any Japanese like type sports?
Yeah, there's kendo,
Uh-huh.
there's judo.
I actually remember like kids holding like a super long stick that it's in like a bag.
Yeah,
And I think it's the
kyudo. Yeah.
bow and arrow, right?
Kyudo.
So that's common too
that's common, but normally
in like high school.
that sports should be in a good school
Okay.
because I never seen
Okay.
in my school.
But kendo?
Kendo
Okay.
mostly everywhere.
And is it
Judo
like
too.
I can sign up, parents sign them up?
Mhm.
How about like non-sports type things?
There's a acting club.
Oh, okay.
There's a shogi, which is like a chess
Yeah.
in Japanese one, and
I'm
what
sure like calligraphy,
yeah, calligraphy,
Uh-huh.
yes, and
art.
art, and also how to say it's like an announcer, like they want to be
do-
announcer.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Like radio,
radio,
broadcasting type
exactly,
stuff.
Yeah.
In high schools over here, I'm sure like junior high schools now, they have debate club.
What is that?
Do you know? So debating, debating?
Debating? Yeah.
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 Like arguing, right?
Yeah.
So you have a debate club. So
What
you
do
practice.
you debate?
So like
Anything.
in high school, I think at 1 year I joined, right? Yeah, the teacher will give like a point. I don't know, like for example, I can't think of one right now. But okay, for example, abortion. I'm sure they wouldn't maybe touch that in high school.
Something
then
like that. Then
You just
yes
divide
or
the
no.
class, yes or no. I don't think we got to decide what we really think. It's just like, okay, you're gonna be arguing for, you're gonna be arguing for against.
So
And then-
teacher always give you guys topic.
Yes, they'll
Okay.
give you the topic, and then you just argue.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't expect Japan to have that though, because then it
No,
goes against like the
it's gonna end up so bad. Yeah.
right. Like
Yeah.
I feel like in Japan, education system, like we said before, hammer the nail that sticks out. Right. Like they don't want free thinking. Right.
No.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then sports day. I remember teaching in Thailand. It's the first time I was exposed to sports day. But I think all in Europe, in England, they have sports day. So it's one day.
Only for sports.
Only for sports. So there's no classes, and it's, you know, the different classes get divided in different teams, and they compete in different sports.
Yeah.
But one thing is unique to Japan, I think, is
Kumitaiso.
Kumitaiso. And he showed me videos of it. It's like weird kind of stretches, like poses, athletic poses, and like you guys even do like the human pyramid.
It's I would say I don't know if this name is right, but it's called mass game. Like, you know, like China, North Korea, they do like million of people. They do like same move,
like marching
or
like
type
dancing.
Of, yeah.
It sounds military.
I mean, the Kumitaiso is to me really military.
Right?
Yeah.
So over here, and I think North America, we don't have sports day.
No,
we never had like one day called sports day.
Okay.
And you do these like military
so
poses.
Like there's nothing.
So I remember if you were part of a sports team or if you took part in track and field, you would have meets with other schools.
And
compete with them.
Yeah.
But within your own school, maybe there was something like that actually. I think there actually was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
but it wasn't so like
big event.
Big event or like
this time also parents coming.
Yeah, I don't think parents came.
Parents comes. We eat bento together with parents.
Okay.
And then, but my parents never come because they're always working.
Yeah.
So I always stay with my friends' parents and then like, whatever.
How about field trips? You guys go on field trips?
Yes, field trips. We have like, when I was elementary, we went to Tokyo Disneyland.
Oh, that's a field trip?
Yeah. It was
good. Wow.
Yeah.
I think of school trips as like educational. Like you go to a museum or a farm or something.
Yes, that too. So like, because depending on the grade.
Yeah.
So like grade 5, which is like maybe like different grade than here, but grade 5 over there is like 11 years old.
Yeah.
We go more like outside. We go like a camping site.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then we walk, like we hike around, and then like we do like cooking with the actual fire.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like I think one day we slept in a tent.
Okay.
And then the other day we slept in some sort of building.
Okay. Oh, so they're like overnight trips too.
Exactly. Like two nights.
How about like in high school?
High school, normally high school, everybody go more like a trip. Like I think
Okinawa
or Hokkaido.
Guam, I remember.
Or Guam.
That's common.
Or some school, they have a 2 option and then student can choose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but my school was so shit. So like it was a ski trip.
Okay.
Very close to from school.
Okay.
And what we do is just skiing.
Okay.
It was so boring.
I think in our high school, every year they would go to like Europe somewhere.
I know.
But like I never went, like my parents never paid for that. It's always the rich kids that go.
Parents have to
not everyone can go. Yeah, it's whoever wants to pay. I remember like maybe like 30 to 50 kids would go, like.
And what about rest of the kids?
It's just normal school. Yeah, normal school.
What?
Yeah.
It's so unfair.
Or either like it's during March break or spring break or like during the summer or something. I'm not sure, but I never went, so I'm not sure. Yeah. My parents never paid for that. Yeah.
Yeah, school trip. I also went to Kyoto too. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, right? Everyone's the same, so
exactly.
Everyone goes.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. Has to be.
We mentioned this before, but school meals. This is like kyushoku. This is really interesting. Well, I wish we had that. You know, I feel like it gives less pressure on the parents to like think of something healthy to make for the kids, take it to school.
Yeah.
So school meal.
Mm-hmm.
Do parents have to pay a fee for this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about $40 per month.
Okay, so nothing crazy.
Yeah, for 5
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
So,
And are there like options?
no, there's no option. They make 4 menu whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Then
So
they
everyone
just-
eats the same thing.
exactly.
Back then, I
Mhm.
know now
Mhm.
here,
Mm-hmm.
like all the schools are like peanut free or there's different sorts of allergies.
No,
Do you remember that growing up?
no.
I
It
don't
was-
remember that growing up either.
Well, in Japan, allergy exists, but mostly for egg
Mm-hmm.
or buckwheat, soba,
Interesting. Okay.
because those two kids are dying.
So egg and buckwheat, would it be on the menu?
No.
No. So that's
Or if
okay,
well,
okay.
egg might be,
Yeah.
but buckwheat normally no.
Okay.
But if there's an egg and then there's a like star mark or something on the menu,
Okay.
then like
okay.
parents can tell teacher like my kids cannot eat, so please
Okay.
make sure.
And you guys eat in the cafeteria?
No, classroom.
Classroom.
Yeah,
So every school has a kitchen.
every school has a kitchen. Yeah,
And-
until junior high.
Okay.
My situation. Yeah.
Okay. And then
Mm.
how do you
And-
get the meals?
So the school meal ladies, they cook every day
Mm-hmm.
on the side,
Mm-hmm.
and then they divide it to every single class how many students there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Into
then
individual trays?
no individual pot, and then like
okay.
I'll say like containers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a food container room.
Okay.
So at the lunchtime, we go there. Actually, there's a turn.
You take turns
You take turn to serve all the students
in your classroom.
in your classroom.
So maybe like 2 or 3 students take turns.
I'll say 5.
5.
'Cause
So you
there's-
guys go get the food,
Go get a food,
come back into the classroom.
come back, put everything on a long table,
Okay.
and then students that line up, and then bowl everything there, right? So
Mhm.
we're gonna serve for them. It's like now what I think was like a jail.
Okay. You get that
And
vibe. Okay.
Back then, when I was kid,
Yeah.
we even used the stainless
Bowls.
bowl and trays,
Uh-huh.
and it's
It sounds military, right?
it is.
Could I ask for a second serving?
Normally no, because they make
Just enough.
just enough. But
okay.
some people can ask like, can I have less? Because like they can't eat.
Oh.
So that
okay.
if there's any leftover,
Yeah.
and then you're still hungry, and teacher normally call like, hey, if someone wants to eat more, come now and then
Okay.
get more.
Teacher eats too.
Teacher eats too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any talking when you guys are eating?
Yeah, we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not like just.
No. That's crazy.
I'm guessing the food is good, no?
Mostly good.
Okay.
But sometimes, like, because sometimes they make like, I remember one day there was a Mexican day,
Okay.
so they make Mexican food.
Okay.
But now I remember there was nothing Mexican. It was just like Japanese people thought that's Mexican food,
Okay.
and it was so gross.
Uh-huh.
I like eat,
Uh-huh.
but that I couldn't eat.
Really?
And also if you cannot finish
Yeah.
on time,
Yeah.
you stay
What do you mean you stay?
till you finish all the food.
So you can't go outside and play?
You can go outside, yeah, because
Okay.
after lunchtime normally there's the break time for
Mhm.
like 20 to 25 minutes, but you have to stay in the class until you finish. And if you can't finish before
Mhm.
start class, and then you teacher's gonna say like, well, tomorrow you have to eat this.
Can I like throw it away?
Well, then eventually you're gonna throw away.
Uh-huh.
But
It's waste.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, it's hard.
So
But
in high school, they don't have this?
high school we have it's called kobai. So there's
Okay.
a small kiosk,
Okay.
so we can buy bread and juice and stuff.
Or you bring your own lunch?
And then I also bring in my lunchbox, bento box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So up until high school or junior high, after junior high.
Yeah.
So high school, you bring your own stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Next thing we have is morning assemblies.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
So how you described it to me, I think it's a bit different from us. Like I remember we don't really have morning assembly. It's just that you get into your classroom and then you hear the morning announcements on the PA. Either the principal or like students will talk whatever. And then either before or after that, you would sing the national anthem. I'm not sure if they do that anymore. But
standing and singing?
Yeah, standing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know how I feel about that now. If like my kid had to is forced to stand for the national anthem. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But how is your morning assembly like?
I don't think it was every day, but there's a date that like we have a morning assembly, and then we have to go outside.
Oh, okay.
Every student have to go outside. There's a small stage in the middle of ground, like school ground. So everybody get like nice and line up every single class.
Okay.
That's already military to me.
Yeah.
We have to use the hand to make sure the
person in front of you is like arm's length away.
Exactly. It's called mae narai.
Yeah.
We have to do it.
But what if my arm is longer than your arm?
It's still okay. But like mae narai, that means like everybody is like.
And how long would these announcements be? I mean, how this morning assembly be?
So then normally the main teacher start talking, okay, today is blah 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 day, and then last week we have this and blah 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 blah. Okay, so now the principal gonna talk to you guys, and then principal come up, and then normally principal talk like same shit every time, but like sometimes they talk like 15 minutes.
Really?
I remember.
You stand up straight?
Yeah, and that's why students are faint.
Really? Because it could be so hot, right?
Yeah, in summer it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
And then like some girls or even like, it's not everybody is strong, right? And then you have to stand, just listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exercises?
And yes, we do radio taiso.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how about national anthem?
We don't sing national anthem.
Okay.
But we have our own school song. Every single school has our song. So we sing that song.
Do you do this morning assembly in high school as well?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. And school song? Everyone sings as well?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you still remember the words to the songs?
Somehow I don't remember high school.
But if you heard the music, maybe...
High school, no, because I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
But junior high and elementary, actually elementary school, I remember.
Interesting.
6 years.
Yeah.
So elementary school, I remember everything.
It's like programmed into you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a bit different then, like morning assemblies. Next thing is, so from the ages of 6, so grade 1 to 15, so I guess like to the end of junior high,
yeah,
you guys have moral classes.
Yeah.
And that's called
Dotoku.
And like literally
we learn about moral. So like manners and how you communicate with your friend, how you support your friend if she or he is in a bad situation or some other friends are bullying them, how you can talk to them to stop.
That's why you always got into fights, because of this moral class.
Exactly. I follow this class.
Interesting. So that's a long time. It's from 6 to 15 years old.
This class normally only once a week.
Okay.
Yeah. And like when you're younger, you only watch some TV show because there's some TV show from national TV program NHK. They have those moral TV program. So that time we say like TV class, and then we're so excited because yay! And at school we can watch TV.
Do you think those moral classes are good?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was fun for me.
Are you glad that they didn't have them in high school?
Yeah, I mean, like high school, you should have the moral already.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
I don't think we have that here.
Really?
Yeah, no moral classes or anything. Yeah.
I feel like now teachers
maybe if you went to like
teaching.
a Christian school.
Oh yeah.
Or like a religious school, maybe you would have something like that, where the religion class would teach you some type of morals as well. But I don't think they have. I don't remember any moral classes. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind that. You know, if it's all good things.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, at the end, it's not everyone gonna think about that, but still trying to give in some idea when you're young. It makes sense to develop better personality. You know.
Yeah. Would it go into detail in terms of like eating manners and like
eating manners like more parents?
Okay, so they don't.
That's before.
Oh,
we should know already.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like itadakimasu, and then how to use chopstick, everything. Yeah.
The next one is that I think over here, generally schools have 2 semesters. So maybe like September to December, January, and then maybe like January to like May, June, and then 2.5 months of summer holiday. But in Japan, you guys have 3 semesters.
Hi.
So this is elementary to high school.
Yes.
So you guys start the school year in
April, which is already different.
Yes.
Yeah. To July.
Okay.
Then normally July 21st, we start summer holiday.
Okay.
Till the end of the August.
To end of August. So about like, a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
A month and a bit. And then from September, we have a second semester till before Christmas.
Okay.
Then we get winter holiday.
Like 2 weeks?
2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
And we start from January till March.
So then from the end of one school year to the next school year, you have like a month off as well?
No. Like normally till March 19th. Okay. That's your last. Yeah.
And then April, when does it start?
April, when was it? I think 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of school.
Yeah, a lot.
So we checked, and by law, minimum, you have to go to school in Japan for 210 days of the school year. But most schools go 240 to 250 days. This is compared to North America with only 180 school days.
Yeah.
So even from a young age, you guys learn to work longer.
If someone told us about this, and then like, why we're in Japan?
You can't protest though.
I know.
You never got taught how to debate.
Yeah. Crazy.
And you said you remember growing up going to school on Saturdays too.
Yeah, man. Here, even the adult, they get 2 days off. But me, when I was a kid, I fucking go school on Saturday.
Every Saturday, or like is it like every other Saturday?
Yes, like when I start going elementary, it was every Saturday. So like I only have 1 day off, but Saturday is like half day.
Okay.
So we
but
finish.
you still gotta go to school, like it still counts. Yeah. But yeah, it just makes working 6 days in Japan like normalized.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with you saying that like most kids would do these after school activities as well. Your school day is pretty long.
Yeah. But I think if you think more carefree, because adult working 6 days too, so it makes sense. Like kids need to go to school.
That's true.
parents can work, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So what would parents do during like that month off in August?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, if your parents rich and they go vacation,
Okay.
obviously my parents
Yeah.
is working fucking every day.
So you just stay at home.
Just stay home, and then they feel annoying because like, why you know in the school?
This brings us to our last fact.
Uh-huh.
Juku,
Yeah.
cram schools.
Mm-hmm.
So would kids go to cram schools during that month off?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. They go after school too.
After school.
Yeah,
So after like
Yeah, after
Basketball.
you finish class. Exactly.
after calligraphy, kendo,
Yeah.
after school,
Yeah.
I go to another school.
You go home, eat dinner.
Eat dinner.
Yeah, eat dinner because like the juku start like 8 p.m.
No.
Yes, until
Till
like 10 p.m. or something.
and then you go home.
You go home,
Shower,
you might
sleep
have
or
to
whatever?
Yeah, you might have to do homework for school, homework for juku, then sleep.
So, Juku cram schools, elementary school, would you go, or would you go in like high school?
No,
Junior
I
high?
went junior high.
Junior high.
Yeah.
So, do you remember what time you would sleep?
Yeah, I sleep like 11 or 12.
And then wake up.
Wake up and then
What time?
I was joining a volleyball club,
Okay.
and then there's a morning practice, so we get school 6:30. So I wake up, I would say like 5:30 or like before 6.
Breakfast.
I didn't eat breakfast.
Uh-huh.
No breakfast. I have no energy to eat breakfast.
Yeah, me either. I don't eat breakfast
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. So you guys are only like sleeping like 5-6 hours.
If I think now, yes.
That's
it's
super fucked up.
It's fucked up.
I would not send my kids to anything after 8 o'clock. No way.
Yeah, right? Right?
And this costs money.
Yeah.
Expensive?
My juku was not really good juku, but still 150 per month.
Okay.
Yeah. But good one, I would say like $300 or something.
Not crazy. But every day? 5 days?
No.
Oh.
No, like 3 days a week.
Okay.
It's not
And
you can go every day if you like to.
Percentage of students you think go to these cram schools?
Well, if I went there, I'll say 90%, 95, close to 99.
That's
if I
true.
went.
And I'm guessing it's like more academic subjects at these cram schools, like math, science,
Science,
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese and history and like whatever you study at the school.
Wow.
And then they have all the exam too. So we can like before the exam season happen, we just focus on the exam.
I wonder if any of the teachers at these cram schools are also real teachers, like at school, like as a part-time job,
I would say no.
right?
They make more money. They make
Cram schools make more money?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Imagine, because like
Actually, in like all of Asia, Korea, China, this is really popular. But I know in Hong Kong, cram schools, these teachers, some of them are like so famous for like being like helping you get to like the best universities. They are like almost like celebrities. Like they just do their classes over online.
Yeah.
And
Same
like
in Japan.
And they're
He's a
super
famous guy.
rich.
Yeah. He's always on the TV.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if
That's
you're
crazy,
good
yeah.
at it,
Yeah.
you're actually way better than you're in a especially public school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me growing up in an Asian household, I still in high school, my parents still send me like to these cram schools on Saturdays to study like math or algebra or whatever. Happen to still fail in real class, but like to me it's a waste of money. Like forcing your kid to study something that like they don't even like. You know, I'd rather them have spent that money on to send me to something that I did like or you know can foster something else in me besides like just math. But I guess Asians put a big importance on math, right?
Yeah.
And also I think it was a lot to do with like my parents, like my friends would go, or their friends would send their kids there. So like you have to do it too, or else you're a bad parent.
Yeah.
Right?
That was like my parents. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I go with my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes we skip. We pretend we go and then we stay at the park.
Yeah, of course.
Go konbini.
Yeah. I remember doing that too. Yeah. They drop you off like, okay, bye, and then you see the car drive off, and then you
let's
go.
go.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So looking back at your, growing up in Japan, going to school, how do you feel about it? Knowing some of the facts about North American schools.
The cleaning part, I love it, but Saturday, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
And the hair color, the rules, yes, I understand, but like sometimes too much, obviously. And also, now it's more difficult, but when I was a student, some teachers are really aggressive and they actually hit.
How about nowadays? Do you think that happens?
You can't.
Yeah, right.
Because people have camera. They still do it. But more easy to find out, and then they got bye-bye.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's 3 teachers there. So like those things, they need to stop.
Did it feel like, as a kid growing up, did you feel like it feels like military, or did you just...
Well, I didn't think that way.
Yeah.
But now I'm out of the school, and then I feel like that was kind of like military setup,
or like jail.
Yeah, and I always
prison.
hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah, it makes some kids like really hate school.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So if when you have kids, would you want your kids to go to school in Japan or over here?
I think it's here. Yeah.
Can you tell that, like, so meeting like friends that went to school abroad, over here, can you tell that maybe you and your Japanese friends are different from us, just in terms of like schooling?
Yeah. Especially like my friends who never abroad other country, they're like, because they don't know much about anything.
Okay.
Right? They still in Japan.
Yeah.
With the whatever they get education. So
when you went to school in Japan, did you have any classmates that are like from different cultures or different nationalities?
Yes. Yeah, we had one girl from Thai. Her father is Thai.
Yeah.
And her mom is Japanese. Yeah. And then she was different. She was even have pierce. Because she was Christian or something.
What does that mean? Christians allowed?
They have the pierce when they're born, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe no Christian. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe.
But I think it's a Thai thing. It's a Thai thing. Yeah.
But everybody was shocked.
Really?
She has pierce.
When was this in like?
We were like 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during all your time in school, up until high school, can you count with your hands how many international students there were? Really?
Oh, 3. But like they live in Japan. Like parents are Chinese or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part. Maybe not all parts in North America, obviously, but especially going to school in Toronto, like it's so multicultural.
Which is great.
We grew up having classmates from so many different countries. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's just Canada, right? So I can't imagine going to school and everyone like being the same. Yeah.
Now
that's
yeah. And then that's why there's so many bullying. Bullying is everywhere in the school for sure. Yeah.
But maybe more
because like if you're something different, and then right away, right? Yeah. It's hard.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Little bit of a long episode, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All about school.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening to today's podcast.
ありがとうございます。
Again, let us know. This is a great suggestion. You know, it gave us an hour and a half of content for you. So if you guys have any more suggestions, let us know. We haven't really told, maybe we have, but we have a Discord.
Yeah.
So the link on our Discord is in our link tree, in our bio. You can find it. Not many people have joined it yet, but we don't really know how to use Discord yet. But
sorry,
especially with like doing the Street Level Japanese podcast, we kind of want to make the Discord a place for discussion, whatever Discord is for, right? Asking questions about the language. But we want to kind of build more of a community over there.
Yep.
So if you have Discord and you're interested, join us or subscribe to us.
Yeah.
That does it. Thank you. Arigato.
Arigato. Bye bye.